What's up, guys? Have you seen the news? Um, so they had the Japan Mobility Show, and the so the live stream has caught a lot of flack. They, they were hyping it up with the performance and the adventure themes and everything like that, and then spent like what, maybe 10 minutes talking about any of the new cars coming out. But everybody that attended the show showed up for the rest of us and started posting things right away. So to get the important stuff out of the way immediately, the new STi gas-powered version, whatever it is, so they have the Concept E and the Concept B, I think. Anyway, the one we all care about does have a manual transmission. Everybody was super concerned that they were going to do what they've done historically and just continue to hype it up and then let us all down by throwing another CVT in it or something. Also spotted right below that 6-speed manual was the DCCD controller. So it does still have, hopefully, the production one. It is a concept. Get that out of the way. So, generally speaking, everything on the concept isn't going to make it onto the showroom, but the concept did appear to have a driver-controlled center differential. So we are really getting back to STi soul of old. So based on marketing trends, I would say there's a pretty high likelihood that the new STi makes it to the United States. Reason being, there's a lot of competition, but in a good way. So if you think back, there's always that performance competition that heats things up is always good for the automotive industry. So like late 60s, early 70s, we had the muscle car wars. Early 90s, classic JDM, your Skylines, Supras, RX-7s. A little more recently, kind of got back to the muscle car wars after, Ford, Dodge, and Chevy all kind of threw their hats back in the ring. So right now in the U.S., I would say direct competition for this really does include at least 3 other cars. So you got the GR Corolla, you have Ford RS, and I would even throw the Civic Type R in there. To a lesser extent, maybe the Integra, they're kind of the same. But what I'm saying is these are direct competitors for the new STi because it is a hatchback. It is a slightly different wheelbase. It looks, based on the concept they had there, it looks like it's probably on a Crosstrek Impreza chassis. So it's maybe a little shorter, but right in line with, if somebody's going to the dealership to pick out a new car, they're going to be looking at, if they're looking at GR Corollas, they're probably looking at Ford RS. If they're looking at a Ford RS, they're probably going to look at a Civic Type R. And now that Subaru and Toyota are no longer partnering for the BRZ FRS 86 collaboration, Subaru's, I could see them absolutely wanting to, start heating up that competition. And for us, I think it's really good. Could this be, between the GR Corolla and the new STi Hatch? Could this be kind of like the STi Evo competition? Maybe. I mean, we'll have to see what actually makes it to market, things like that. But there were some things on that concept car that looked fantastic. So it had a wide body kit. I don't think it will be as aggressive when it gets to market. Because, I mean, that thing, it basically had like a aftermarket Varus kit. Like, it was aggressive. Same thing that goes for the spoiler. The roof spoiler that's on it is quite aggressive. And I would love to see them present that as an option for people buying this car. You know, kind of like when they did the VA STIs, you could buy the STI with a spoiler delete or with the classic STI spoiler. I would love to see that as an option. The other thing is, I wish they would keep the seats in it. I know they won't, but I wish they would. They use the same carbon back seats from the S210 that are in there. And if you've seen any of my other stuff, I'm obsessed with those seats. Those things are gorgeous. And they use them for the concept car. And I just don't, cost-wise, it wouldn't make sense to put those in the production vehicle. Hopefully they'll save them for maybe a special edition later on. But there's no way we're getting carbon buckets in a base STI. We can dream though, right? Other than that, unfortunately, we don't have any power numbers yet. I think that's going to be a huge thing. I mean, GR Corolla is putting out 100 horsepower per cylinder. If they were able to do that in the STI, I mean, a 400 horsepower hatch from the factory would probably bring in a lot of buyers. I don't see that happening, but you know, it's going to be more than it was. Like, if it's not at least 350, I think we're going to have an absolute riot on our hands. They also unveiled the electric version. Yay. You know, it's there for somebody. It's not for me. My STI has to have a rumble, and that's all there is to it. Let me know in the comments what you thought of it, what you think might make it to market, what you think there's no chance of us seeing. Let me know if you think it'll make it to the United States, or if it's going to be a JDM version and we have to wait 25 years to bring it here. So I don't know. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are too, but I'm sure we'll continue to get more information as the days go by. But, all right. Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe and like. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.